Hello, everybody, and welcome. I am Allison Cooper. I am the CEO of Influencer Secrets Academy, and I'm so excited to have you here for our Influencer Secrets Masterclass series. This is our very first one, and I have so many amazing people to introduce you to over the next couple weeks. Today, I am sitting down with Isabel Rodriguez, and she is our AI expert, which I know this is something that everybody is talking about. But, there's a million questions. How do I integrate it into my life? How does this help in my influencer workflow? So she is here to answer all of these burning questions. But first, Isabel, share a little bit more about yourself, what you do, and we're so excited to have you.
Sure. Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me. I really, really appreciate it. So basically, to make it story short, I started with digital marketing a couple of years ago. Like we've all seen somebody saying, oh, digital affiliate marketing. So I purchased a course. I did pretty well with the course. And I did that for about a year and a half. And then it got to the point where for whatever reason, I no longer resonated with it. So it just kind of felt like you were buying a course to sell a course instead of like really teaching people. How do they say you teach them to do things on their own, basically, and to really, create a business that aligns with them. So I stopped doing that. And then I was really kind of floundering for a while. I wasn't sure where I wanted to take it. But I started playing around with ChatGPT and with AI, and then I found out about custom GPT, which just kind of like blew my mind and just opened my eyes to a whole new business and a whole new way of doing, instead of working harder, just working smarter.
Love that.
And staying away from the hustle culture that we've been all told about, like hustle, hustle, hustle.
Absolutely. So how would you say that AI has impacted your personal workflow?
My personal workflow, it literally saves me at least 10 hours a week of what it used to be before. Basically, it helps me anyway from creating my content for Instagram, writing my emails. I actually just launched my first offer, and I was able to create it from start to finish in 4 days, just using custom GPT.
That's huge.
So, yes, it's huge. It's definitely, and it just makes it. It's not only about the time; it's about easiness. It's not even a word. I'm coming up with it, but like the easiness of just like how everything flows now.
I love that. So then I guess our burning question for our audience really is, how can creators use this in their workflow? And I believe you want to share your screen because you've got something exciting to share with everybody.
Right. Anybody can integrate this. And the first thing I want to say, I get all these questions. It's like, oh, I'm not tech savvy. Most of the messaging that we see is like tech bros talking about AI and prompting and all of this stuff. And it makes it sound so overwhelming.
Yeah.
And it literally isn't. I mean, AI is your friend. Like I say, I think my goal this year is to show women that AI is the most feminine superpower you can actually
love that.
Because it's going to make your life so much easier. I mean, like I said, it's not only about content creation. There's so many things. I mean, today we're going to talk about custom GPTs, and I'm going to show you how one of the ones that I built that I'm going to be giving to you guys so that you can create like 7 days of content in like minutes. But I use it. I use it for, for doing like a photo shoot, without having to have a photo shoot. I don't know, I sent you some of my images, and those are all AI created.
Wow.
It just takes so much pressure out of, like, if you're posting a story and you really don't feel like doing your makeup, or, your hair is, there's some days we just don't feel like showing up.
Mm-hmm.
Create these, that they look on brand and you don't have to worry about it. So, you know, it's just like, it's amazing all of the things that are out there that you can do. To be honest with you, the sky is the limit, seriously.
Amazing. Well, show us how.
So I'm going to show you Corey. Corey is a bot that I created. Okay, and I'm not sure, do you know the difference? And I don't, maybe some of the people on the call don't, between ChatGPT and custom GPTs without getting very technical?
Why don't you dive in and explain that?
Okay, so ChatGPT is basically like, think you can ask it anything. It's very general. Custom GPTs are designed by the person to do a specific task. So basically, they are more laser focused on exactly what it is, the task that they're supposed to do. Like I have one that actually it's for, I just created one that somebody asked me for busting limiting beliefs. And it's been amazing. So once I test it, if it's working the way we want it, I will let you have it as well. Because I know that's one of the biggest things in our business.
Yeah, that's so
I can teach you all the content creation. I can teach you everything about ChatGPT, but if your mind is not there.
wow. Yeah.
So yeah, it's very impressive. But anyway, let me share my screen, and then also let me preface this by ChatGPT was kind of giving me a hard time today.
Mm.
So, you know, this is where is my
Even AI has brain farts, right?
Yeah, even AI has brain fart. So now I can see my screen, but I can't see you. So I don't know what you can see.
I cannot see your screen.
You cannot see my screen? That's weird because
I still just see you.
Okay, okay, I'm sharing my screen.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, and then hold on, because I have. Why is it? Hold on.
Oh, good.
I'm not even that technology savvy because I have two monitors. So let me find the right screen that I want to share.
Hopefully.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. This kind of stuff happens all the time.
And
Let's see.
why is it not sharing the screen that I wanted to share? Why is it? It was working before when we did it. Why isn't it working now? What are you seeing?
I don't know.
Again, okay. This is okay. I'm sharing.
Definitely sharing.
Okay. But when we tried it before, it was sharing the actual screen.
Was, yeah.
Is there make this or make the screen? Can you now see my screen?
I can see your screen. Yep, here we go.
Okay, I can't see you. So if you have any questions or you need to stop me, just let me know.
I'll speak up.
Okay, so when you get the link, this is Corey Bot. Like you said, it helps you create 7 days of content for more engagement. So all you have to do is press the button. And so basically, I like to make them very personal. So it'll ask you your name. And as you can see, it's very straightforward. So today, let's just go for some lead generation. So basically, if you want to get people into your funnel, into your email list, if you're promoting something, generation. My typing skills are not the best.
Oh, you're fine.
Lead generation.
Skills are on point, so that's what matters.
Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so basically it's going to ask you, obviously, like anything, you need to get ChatGPT to know you, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is like the most important thing. So the more information you feed it, the better. It's going to ask you who your ideal client is. And then I actually have my ideal client. If you let me, I have everything ready because I figured we would just do it that way.
Yeah.
I already have my ideal client and all that stuff figured out. So just give me a second. Oh, my computer's being slow.
No worries. So everybody who is watching today will have access to this. Isabel's giving everybody this for free, which is so amazing and generous of her. I can't wait for you all to give this a try.
So basically, I'm going to paste my ideal client. Now, if you're not sure who your ideal client is, you can just type in, I am not sure. And the bot is actually going to ask you some questions like, do you like to work with women? What your industry is and all of that stuff. So just think of this as having a conversation with your best friend, right? So, okay. So how do I help them? I help them using AI with content creation and using ChatGPT. So I am going to paste it right here. Basically, I believe most of the people on the call are going to be influencers, right?
Yes.
So you would put here what it is, what product you're trying to promote, or what the niche that you're in,
Mm-hmm.
and then it will. So then I don't have any offers that I'm doing right now. So let's just do. I don't have any offers. Just want to create lead generation. And this is where it gets really, really good. Okay. So basically, like I said, you want to give it as much information as you can. So it's going to ask you what your brand voice is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some people are like, oh, I really don't know what my brand voice is. But I do. Maybe you've seen some emails of somebody that you look up to and you like the way they write. Now, keep in mind, it's not going to copy them, but it's going to use the style. So you have two choices. You can either take 3 pieces of content that you've created, whether it be captions on Instagram, on Facebook, or emails that you have written, and you can copy and paste them here. Or like if you're not sure, but you know the way that somebody sounds, you can take their emails that you receive, paste them in here, and it's going to take that kind of style. Again, it's not going to copy the person. I don't want, this is not about copying somebody. This is about using your own voice.
Yeah. I just want to say really quick for anybody watching who is part of our Influencer Secrets Academy mastermind group, I actually have a free resource in there that walks you through creating and building your brand voice that's unique to you. So if you go to the group, print that out, you'll be able to just plug that information right in here and it'll be totally seamless.
Perfect. That is awesome. So they have that. So I'm just going to copy my voice here, the one that I use. And I'm kind of sassy, no BS, a little sarcastic sometimes. But so basically it's going to take this and it's going to kind of give you a generic example of what your voice is. Okay. So once you have all of this and ChatGPT has gotten to know who your ideal client is, what you're promoting, and your style, you're going to tell it, okay, I want to create, let's just do per day 3 posts, 3 pieces of content. And basically, since I'm not promoting anything, it's probably just going to take AI and how to use AI and what my ideal client is dealing with that AI can help with.
So amazing.
It's going to create a carousel. Let's see here. Okay. So it gives you the first one. You can take a look at it and say, it gives you a couple of hooks ideas. You'd be like to, let's just try why hustling harder isn't the secret to a profitable business. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to show you how you can tweak this. Because again, think about ChatGPT or these custom GPTs. They're going to get you like 80% of the way there. We are still our own people.
Yeah.
We are the ones that make the decisions, and we are the ones that, have to use our brains to make this work for us. So, it's not, you can't just you know, some people think, well, you go in here, you let ChatGPT do its thing, and you just copy and paste it and put it in your social media. No, you are in charge. You're the person that has to
You're in charge. I love it. That's great.
Okay, so let's see. So it'll give you the slides, and like then maybe like this one's going for myth busting. Okay. Now I like my slides to be a little bit more. Now remember, this is a brand new account, so ChatGPT doesn't know anything about me. I created this account, so it doesn't have any history. So I'm just gonna say, okay, this is great, but I would like it, like, spice it up, let's say, and make it more storytelling. And let's see what it comes up. So basically what I want to point out is like, this is going to give you the ideas, and it's going to make it a lot easier for you to create, but it's having a conversation. Like if you're having a conversation with me and you and I are trying to come up with what our next post is going to be.
Yeah.
So this, it's changed, like you can see it's changed a little bit of the tone of it. It's a little bit more playful. So let's see here. Being stuck in hell. Basically, I mean, the engagement prompt is like, these are things that you can change.
Yes.
But, and then, so let's say you finish and you're okay with the carousel. Let's say it says ready for post 2. It says just say I'm ready. Post 2. And then it's going to come up with either a reel or maybe a static post, something that creates connection.
So impressive.
Okay, so this is like, it's going for like relatable and storytelling. So he's giving you a hook. Ever feel like you've tried everything and still aren't getting anywhere? Yeah, same. And then it actually do the caption for you as well if you want to.
Oh.
And if you don't like the hook, you could say, well, I'm okay with the hook. I'm not really, can we try like 5 more different hooks? So basically, you just play with it, but it takes the staring at a blank screen forever kind of away from you. That's what I call it.
It's amazing. Now, I guess my biggest question is, how does it do like the images and things like that? Because I've used ChatGPT in like this, sort of method where it's, giving me content and things like that. But what about the visuals? How does that work?
The visuals, I usually do like my own B-roll. Let me start sharing my screen, and then maybe we can hear again. Hold on one second. Did my screen stop sharing?
It did, yes.
Okay, let me find you. Oh no, where are you at now? Where are you? Here you are. Okay, there you are. For images, what kind of images? I mean, like I said, I used Flux. I mean, and that's a completely different training. I mean, if people are interested in that, I could put something together for that. But
so basically, you're still creating your own reels, and you're still creating your own,
I create my own reels because I like doing the B-roll.
Yeah.
And I find that it's, people still connect more with people.
Oh, absolutely. And now you have to put, or should put, on Instagram that little tag that says, made with AI. So I do still prefer to see everybody's real photos. I was just curious how that works.
But you can do it. What I do use it for, and let me see if I can share my screen again and find for the, like I can show them the branding photos. I use that more for my stories.
Oh, okay.
I've also used it for like carousels.
Got it. Well, hey, I mean, different day, different training. That's cool though.
Right. And then, so basically it takes your liking, and then you can train it, and you can say, I have one of mine sitting, drinking a coffee by the Eiffel Tower. If I, the sky's the limit when it comes to that. So that's how I do it. And then you can create images. I mean, for me to create images, I use Midjourney. I don't know if you've ever used Midjourney.
Midjourney?
Midjourney, yes. And then, I can see if I can, let me see if I can, I'm used to using what is it? The other, not Google Meets, so for the sharing of the screen, but let me find Midjourney. I have been playing with cartoons because I wanted to create another Instagram page.
Yeah, and you can always email it to me as well, and I can make sure that everybody has, you know, can find it and make sure that they're using it.
Yeah, and Midjourney is super, but I wanted to show you if you haven't seen it yet. Okay, why are you not? Sorry, like I said, I mean, yeah, but like if you have, I'm assuming most of the people that are in your program show their face, correct? Or do they? Midjourney is good for creating. You can create videos too of your products.
Oh, that's cool.
Right. So let me see if I can share my screen again.
Yeah, most people are definitely sharing. We've got a lot of fashion influencers, beauty influencers, wellness. So they're showing off products, they're styling clothes, doing things like that. So very much visually focused.
Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yep.
Okay, so this is Midjourney.
Okay.
Now, this is paid, but it's not really that expensive. I would find out. I'll find out for you by the time you put this in.
Yeah.
So basically, these are things that I've created because I was trying to do like a different kind of Instagram page for like just like question and not questions, like sarcastic mood kind of thing and like and stuff like that. But you can create
cool.
Just look at all the stuff these people can create. All of these kinds of images.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is a way that I'm learning that I could also teach you on how to turn them into a video.
Oh, so
like you have, go ahead, sorry.
I was just gonna say, so give us an example. Like, what would you type in the search?
Okay, so let's see, what is it that you want to, okay, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Why don't you give me, okay, hold on 1 second. Why don't you give me an idea of what you want to create? What kind of image would you like?
I guess, like, what if I wanted a picture of, you know, myself?
No, that's a different thing because you have to, that's a different program. You actually have to upload pictures of yourself, like selfies and different pictures of yourself.
Yeah.
And then it will create a likeness of you doing however you want. And that we can do, I can maybe like do a recording for you guys and you can just put it in the
absolutely
in your course.
Yeah, that's cool.
But more like images like this. Let's say, I don't know, tell me.
I mean, a dog running outside or something like that. A dog. I don't know.
Okay. Let's see. Let's start with that dog. I mean, this is just running outside.
Yeah.
It is creating it.
Okay.
Creates 4 images at a time.
Okay. And then tweak similarly to like the prompts you would give in ChatGPT.
ChatGPT, yes. Obviously, the more, this is just a dog running outside, the more detail that you give it,
yeah, then,
you know, the more it's going to get what you want. And with images, I have to say, it's like really trial and error. Right or wrong until you get exactly what it is that you want.
I love that. That's super cool. Thank you for sharing that. I think that for this group, they would be really interested in seeing how they can incorporate themselves into photos. That's not something we have to do right now. If you don't mind recording a little clip about that, and then
because that's a little more complicated on the training on how to do it. But
no need to do that. Dig into all of that right now for sure. All right. So let's see. I'm going to come at you with a few more questions here, and then we'll wrap things up. My next question is, how can influencers use AI to grow their brand while still maintaining their authenticity and personal touch?
Okay. So like I mentioned, and we went through Corey,
Mm-hmm.
the more that you talk to ChatGPT, the best thing that you can do is don't start different chats every time. Just keep going on the same chat, because the more you give it, the more it's going to get to know you. It's going to get to, and the beauty of it now is that you can actually use your voice.
Love that.
Right. So sometimes we talk differently than what we write. So you can actually talk to chat, and then the more it gets to know you, like I said, it's not going to take your personality away. It's actually going to amplify it.
Gotcha. Really cool. Now, would you say that there are any misconceptions about AI that people have?
That it sounds robotic,
Mm,
that it all sounds the same, that it's only for men, that it's not for women, that you have to be a technology expert to be able to use it. And basically, none of those are true. I didn't know. Listen, when I started in digital business, I've been in business for 30 years. I started in the digital business 2 years ago. I didn't even know what a reel was.
oh, wow.
So if I can learn how to do reels, and I can learn how to do all of this stuff at 56, anybody can do it.
Amazing. Amazing. I love that. I will say the way that you have described things today makes it so much less, like, it's not as intimidating to me.
No.
Because it's something that I have definitely not, like, started, I guess, as much as I should have. And I think that me, like everybody else, has been looking for, how can I streamline my day? There's so many, especially on social media and in the influencer space, we have these expectations to be doing this many reels a week and commenting and this many stories and all this stuff. And to be able to just streamline that workflow so that you're able to, to shift and, spend time in other areas, it's really a game changer.
Right. Listen, I saw a reel, or I put a reel the other day out saying, if you're not using AI, you're already 10 times behind.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm being serious. It's not intimidating. And are you going to get the outputs that you want right away? You may not, because like I showed you, you have to train it. The problem is you see all these AI accounts out there, and it's like, oh, I came up with this prompt that is going to create $100,000 business. And right, well, if you don't give it any direction,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to be like, this doesn't even sound like me. What is this? Right. And then people get frustrated because they're like, oh, well, I had a lady come out of me and she's like, well, it just doesn't, it doesn't work. It's like, it gives me all this generic. And I'm like, have you sat down and spent a little bit of time? All you have to do, if it provides something that you don't like, it's like, I don't like this. Can you do this?
Yeah.
And you just tweak it. And I guarantee you that once you get it working for you, captions that maybe took you an hour, you can do it in 5 minutes, because it already knows. You tell them, listen, I want to talk about this, and this is my call to action. And then it'll do it in seconds. And all you have, like I said, it's going to get you 80% of the way there. It's not going to get you 100, or at least not yet 100% of the way there. But
amazing. That's so cool. So what would you say is your just biggest message or your thing that you want influencers to take away from this conversation?
AI is your friend.
AI is your friend.
AI is your friend. And if you're not using it, you're going to be behind.
Love that. Love that. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I feel like I personally learned so much. I cannot wait to use Corey. And anybody who, if you guys pop into our Influencer Secrets Mastermind group, I will be uploading the video that Isabel sends about how to integrate yourself into some photos and things like that, a little bit of, some extra learning. And I will make sure that everybody knows how they can get in touch with Isabel to learn more. I am so excited that you came here today to help all of us learn and grow and learn how to integrate AI into our influencer workflow. So thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It was a treat, for real.
Oh my goodness. We're so excited to have you here. We will talk soon.
Wonderful.
Bye.